NERDSoul.
Oh man, Batman sending everybody to the hospital. So, so all right. Next up, we gonna finish up with. Oh, you know who we gonna finish up with? We got Deku. He out there in the rain. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what? First, hold up. I want to give a shout out to not only Best Genius for having nice clothes. All right, we know he got nice clothes, but
And a cold whip.
that car is just
Bruh. Since you start
man,
there, I gotta join in
a
with you.
fresh wax. You know what I'm saying? He don't never be slipping.
You jump off to the best.
Genius is that boy, man.
I love the cutaway the best. I keep saying this because y'all keep getting me hyped. It's like they knew. They had that cut when they was sliding in the car. And it's like Best Genius, Hawk.
Yep.
It's like y'all know there's a show there, right? Even got like we gotta go solve some crime. Like hold up, and it just be bruh, dark, just Knight Rider vibes, man. He's just like I'm too cool.
Yo,
like
just
I'm in my. His office is his car.
Yeah, like give us My Hero Academia : Bad Boys. All right, and it's Hawks and Genus, and they just like riding around, like just like stopping people, It's like it's just them being cool in the car, and like that's pretty much it. They're like that's not a plot. Yes, it is.
I'm here for it. I'm
It is
here
a
for
plot.
it because they are the two coolest cats on the show, Hawks and Best Genius.
I mean, for all
it's not close.
Back in the day in the 80s, folks, kids, people around the world listen. A certain age, they had Knight Rider. What other shows with cars? If you want to go Dukes of Hazzard,
Yep, they had Dukes of Hazzard.
Minus the General Lee symbol, but you know,
but it's
and a little one called. Remember McCormick and the Judge? The dude had like
snap.
Like the whole car, like the car wasn't alive or sentient, but all you show is him riding, and he just broke out. Well, he didn't break out of jail. He got let out of jail to go solve crime with a judge. It's kind of like vibes of that.
Yo, all we need. Look, I'm pitching the show right now. All right, you take a buddy cop vibe of like 48 Hours, Bad Boys, Lethal Weapon, even, and then you have like the cool car, and like imagine like a crazy explosion.
Miami
and the
Vice.
car is parked like in a 3/4 turn, and like them just walking away from the explosion, like mad cool.
Isn't that Miami Vice?
Yep, Miami Vice. Yo, come on, man! Like
they don't make shows like that no more, man. They don't make shows like that no more.
The last one we got like that was maybe Fastlane, maybe. That might have been it.
They tried.
Look, I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna let you do my boy Bill Bellamy like that. No,
it was good to a point. They tried. I liked
they had good music. They had cool action. You know what I'm saying?
It would have been better as a movie or like a couple of like maybe a whole series, maybe not.
They had old girl from Saved by the Bell. She was like the general or whatever. I don't know.
Even Ashley from original Ashley made a appearance.
Oh yeah,
Fresh Prince. She was a criminal.
Bill Duke was up in there.
Oh, Bill Duke. All right.
Come on, man. That show. Look, we got to give that show more props. Come on now. Look.
They tried. They just on the wrong channel, man. It was on Fox.
Oh yeah. Fox, man. Fox will ruin your whole TV career, boy.
Nicole Bahari.
I'll say this. Fox is, or at least old Fox, because since Disney owns this, it's probably gonna be different now. But old Fox is the king of having fire one seasons. Yep. Like it'll be like one season of, oh man, this show is fire. It's canceled. It's like what? Why is it canceled? This show is good. I don't know. We Fox. We just canceled it.
Bro, the only thing that worked in that time that lasted, persevered in that time frame. I know we rabbit holing was the 70s show and House. Those are the only two things that kind of like stayed forever. And Family Guy when it came back. And The Simpsons is always there. But other than that, shows just didn't last. Especially with black leads.
Even if they were good, man. I'll never forget South Central, man. We got one season of that.
Well, they was like,
they got that thing on out of there.
They was like, get out of here.
But yeah.
We need look, come on, y'all. We need that Best Genius and Hawks show. I know Hawks, you know what I'm saying? He's still rebuilding. He got the little baby wings right now, but he still he got his connections.
Right
he got
now.
his like he got his
Oh wow.
he got his like little CIA connections and stuff. And he like, yo, these are just the two coolest dudes on the show.
They are, man. They are like just. I need more. Cause just that pole when they slid into view in the car, like they just how did they know?
Homie power sliding like it ain't nothing. He's like,
who is on these streets?
Yo, man, dude is the man. Now, to talk about Deku and everything, you know what I'm saying? Deku, he got a little bit of knowledge from Grandpa. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really his grandpa, but I just call him Grandpa because
that's his grandpa. That's his
you know what I'm saying? Like, but he told him, he was like, "Yo, man, look, sometimes you got to kill somebody to save them." I was like, "True that." You know what I'm saying? Just like remember when Charlie Murphy and Eddie Murphy had to stomp Rick James' legs, and he was like, "Yo, man." Eddie Murphy was like, "Yo, man, he really needs some help." And Charlie Murphy was like, "We gave him some help." See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gave him some help. So that's all he's saying is like, look, sometimes to help somebody, you gotta save him, you gotta kill him. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, look,
hit that Tanjiro on.
The boy, Shiggy gonna have to take an L. You know what I'm saying? I know you went in his mind and saw like a little boy is looking sad. Look, don't worry about that. All right, you gotta go.
Look, I know you went in his mind and you heard the music from Titanic and you felt all sorry for him and stuff. But sometimes you got to kill somebody to save him.
Man, look, if Tanjiro could talk to Deku, he's like, look, dog, if there's
that is
this
some
man,
anime logic. Now
this man even got a chance to kill your mom. Boy, I can see Tanjiro getting mad enough to slap Deku, be like, boy, look, I
Things
cried
real
too.
out here.
However, get it together, man. Like you gotta end this dude. Now, I know you want to save him, but you may not. He a demon.
I do have questions to the manga reader out here to see, you know what I'm saying, and she's going further. You know what I'm saying? Ninja, I still have some cloudiness over the one for all torch bearers or the ancestors or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the other users or the power wielders. The two dudes that had their back turned, right? Like, what do you know about them? And can you explain sort of what they did? Because I watched the episode and then I ran that scene back, but I was like, okay, so, well, what did they do? Like, why do they feel so bad? I mean, I guess because some people died, but it's like they got their backs turned, like they in shame, I guess, but it didn't really translate to me, I guess, how they wanted it to translate. I guess they're ashamed of what they did because some people died, but like people die every day, B. You know what I'm saying? Ain't you watch Paid in Full? You know what I'm saying? People die every day. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is how it is. This is the real life we in, son. This is life we chose. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could be wrong, but
I mean, your guess is as good as mine because I dropped the manga with the emergence of Dark Deku, so all this is new to me too. So I don't have any insight. I have no teasers for you. But my guess is about the same. It's whatever tragedy happened is causing them to disconnect. Maybe they're a little bit more pessimistic about it. It seems like we're going to see them soon enough, though. But my thing is what I'm trying to do more so with these guys is guessing what abilities they're going to have to make Deku even more OP. And I think one of them is going to have some type of shield or defense mechanism, something that makes Deku more durable because, the constant destruction on his body and stuff. And he doesn't have any real defense in this category. All his stuff is in agility and aggressive attacks and strength. Like
he
if you're looking
use
at
a healing factor too. You know what I'm saying?
So
really could.
One could be a healing factor, but I think maybe more like a shield or a defense where he can maybe kind of encase himself in it. So whenever he does try to go 100% or something, it kind of absorbs that or contains it, or even if it's something else. And then my other guess is that maybe some type of projectile, because the only real ranged attack he has is Black Whip, and even that's not like infinite. I think one of those two for sure. Definitely leaning more towards something in the defense factor, because basically the way all these powers going to combine, he's just going to be like, he's going to have all the things. like that's the only way to do it, I think. So it's gonna be something that like actually helps him where he's still being hindered. So I'm more so curious to see what those abilities are. And then of course like the story of these two users and the fact that I think there's a user in between them, right? Because it's the second and fourth that we're missing. So
yeah,
how that connects with the third user too, as to why just these in particular are kind of out. But yeah,
I had a question. Was All Might able to use all of them? I know we never saw it, but I never read anywhere if he was able to use all of it, or was he just really, really high proficient in what he had access to?
The only one that's tapped into the ancestral powers is Deku.
Okay.
Oh, so you're the first one.
So All Might.
No one really knows, and no one really knows why per se. Their best bet was just because he was quirkless, but All Might was quirkless as well. That's why he maximized the full strength. That's one thing that I don't understand about the power too, is that like it gives you this base level strength, but it manifests itself differently in everybody, which I don't understand how that works. But it's supposed to be like base level superhuman strength too, which to me in itself is a second quirk. But then again, this quirk is broken.
Yeah, so, it just does whatever it wants.
They gotta suspend it for a little bit. Yeah, I was like, okay, sure.
That's one of those like narrative don't ask no questions movies.
Yeah, I'm like, look, just let it all happen.
It's such he can fly, he's super speed, durable, super strong, and he always did just a punch. And it's like nobody ever mentioned like he just didn't whip out Black Whip one time, or you know.
I'm still not 100% convinced that Deku is truly. I'm gonna probably agitate some people. I'm still not 100% convinced that Deku is truly quirkless.
It's possible.
So the first user, they thought he was quirkless and found out he had a dormant quirk. So when they gave him the quirk or whatever, then they're like, oh, okay, it's a quirk you can't really see or anything because it needed to be
because it was a transfer quirk, right? The transfer quirk.
So they called, so they was like dormant, so they thought he was quirkless or whatever. And I don't know, something about knowing that the doctor that said Deku was quirkless being old dude, that's the same doctor, I'm pretty sure. There's some things in my mind that makes me feel like either he has a dormant quirk or some type of different element to him that makes him special beyond just being quirkless, because All Might was just quirkless. So what made All Might unworthy of being able to tap into this extra wealth of power that's not explained? So my explanation is it's got to be something else.
I just appreciate All Might. Like, look, I got, he got a lot of power, but he's like, I'm going to take this to the absolute max. Worked on his body, just had the attitude. Just like I miss the beginning of My Hero, how plucky it was and happy. And I do love how he was
almost like Kobe Bryant.
He was just so great at being great, a goofball that was.
He was like Kobe Bryant. Yes, I'm 6'6" and I can jump out the gym, but I'm still gonna work harder than everybody else, and I'm going to be the greatest. And he was.
Right. He got no time for kids. And a girlfriend or whatever, or a significant other. I just gotta be the best. He was Michael Jordan. That's what he was. Kobe at least had
time for this.
Kobe at least. Well, I ain't gonna even go there, but Kobe was around his kids. Just saying.
Oh,
he had his problems. I'm just saying. You know what we be talking about after this. I'm gonna drop it. But who's the bigger head case, Kobe or Jordan?
That's a tough one. But
it's not that tough. It's MJ. He definitely is the bigger head case.
Shout out to rest in peace to Kobe. Love Kobe.
Yeah, rest in peace to Kobe, for real. But this setup that we have right here with like the sniper, with All for One, like going out and getting like other minions, and this villain that attacks Deku here is even more exciting to me because I'm like, hold up, she was a hero, and then she killed her partner. Whoa, what's that story? Like, even though I hate flashbacks, but actually, I'm like, all right, maybe later we could get some back, because I'm like, hold up, like she want heroes to go down so much that she killed her own partner. Whoa, hold up, and then now she's sniping at the dude, like, and now we know that the I can't remember the villain's name. The guy she's dragging around, the one that had like the
Overhaul.
hawk beak or whatever.
Overhaul.
Overhaul. He's not done. So that, because I know I've said it before, I love situations where there's more than just good and bad. And I think if Overhaul comes back to his senses or whatever, he might have an axe to grind with Shigaraki. The only thing is, Shigaraki is essentially all for one now, sort of, kind of. So,
I mean, yeah.
Maybe that, maybe.
Okay, so I'm glad that I'm on here with the cool kids because I'm not familiar with Overhaul. So, what is his quirk?
Reconstruction or something. That's one where I need you. I would just want you to at least see the last fight that he had with Overhaul. I know some people think it's overrated. I loved it. I love that.
Yeah,
season.
I thought the whole attack on the.
Some people were hating on it.
On the, I guess the two clash of the bad guys. I thought that was like a good look for the show because it gave us an example of like, oh, so all these bad guys don't get along. And
I mean,
some bad guys actually don't want society to fall. They just kind of
Overhaul.
Hey man, some people don't want to bend the knee.
Basically,
True.
to give a summation of it, Mark, Overhaul is a thug capitalist. He basically wanted to play both sides because he's Yakuza, but the Yakuza, he's
and that's
so
something that I loved about it.
He's so entrenched in being Yakuza, he don't care about being a villain. He's like, I'm a Yakuza scientist and I'm the head. He loves his adopted dad, but he was adopted into the Yakuza family, I think. I don't even think that's his biological dad, but he's like, this is my dad. I'm going to be I am the head of it. This is what made me. So he wanted to present a problem and a solution to villains and heroes. And he was going to make money, bank off of it endlessly. Because he wanted to bring the Yakuza kind of back into the fold. But, All For One kind of crushed everything and took over everything. So he don't really jive with All For One. Because All For One kind of crushed his family, I think. Maybe indirectly because All For One was running the underground. And when they took, All For One out the way, they kind of probably, never came back. And then heroes kept coming more and more and more. So it's hard to get rid of the Yakuza, but they can't, they kind of like for show. They ain't like, nuclear bomb, even if they got powers, they still kind of want to have some order.
Yeah, because because of course the organized crime needs a system to be in place so that there is a black market to run. Like
exactly.
There, like even the mob, the Yakuza, whatever, no matter what it is, whatever the triads, the cartel, whatever, they need a stable government so that they can run a black market. Because if there's full chaos, they can't operate in full chaos.
They need a system to perpetually exploit. If either side won, if there was just no villains, well then of course they're going to then. The heroes were just, all right, we don't need no Yakuza either. Even if we might use y'all, whatever, y'all keep some things in order, they will get run over in a second. And also, if the villains won, it'll just be massive chaos. And then who you gonna say, if just chaos, chaos doesn't always make money. It does, but then you got to control it. Yeah. Nobody controlling nobody like Muscular, other than All For One. People like that. Society is ruined.
So it's like I definitely enjoyed seeing that take of, yes, we're both bad guys, but no, bro. Look, hey, you gonna mess up the money. Like we got it good. Like,
look, I'm just trying to get some money. You trying to eat people. We are not the same.
It's like,
he's a murderer.
Mess up the money. We control these things. We we essentially got a business going.
Mike, Mark, you'll like Overhaul. He's a germaphobe, and even though he's a scientist, he's a germaphobe. He literally had killed when he got introduced, he killed one of the League of Villains because she or that person touched him. And he blew their arm off and then half of their body off. Because he can deconstruct you.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, with a touch. And reconstruct you?
He out there on some other stuff.
Yeah. But And that's why. And whenever you go back watch it, but that's why what's his name, Mr. Compress had a metal arm because he also ripped off Compress's arm when he Compress tried to take up for his friend, and then
Oh wow.
yeah. So Compress got the last laugh on him. 'Cause they pulled up at the end of the season when he just lost. They pulled him out of that police van, and Compress popped his arms off. That's why he's armless. So they laughed, and Shigaraki had the last laugh on him because Shigaraki wasn't in a position to tell Overhaul no, and he just stood back. He's like, "All right, you got it for a while, but you ain't gonna tell me what to do."
You know what I'm saying? When you're around, I'll be quiet, but when you leave, I'll be talking again.
Like, go ahead.
That's funny.
Go ahead and
So-
go ahead and fail and make it easy for me.
So yeah, man, this show is, especially now that we see that All For One is, I guess, handing out quirks like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like Christmas up in here. Homie's like, all right, look,
Ha.
Deku over there, so just go get him. And look, here, you know what? Here, take this. This will help you out a little something.
I like Airwalk. I think that's a cool quirk.
Yeah, so we, man.
Yeah, that's some Michael Jackson shit there. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Look, we seeing some good chess moves being made where it's about to be that hot now. Like we got some real chess moves being made, and I am excited.
We do got to talk about one thing though. Back to the best Genius Hawks and Endeavor. I love how the crowd is showing you, as I mentioned, like they are done with it. They're like they are on that boy's top. They like don't show your face around here no more.
They on that boy tiggity.
They like
On this
he hates
tiggity
you.
top.
It's your fault. Your son is a murderer. They like y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Get out of here. Like people, it's like, people are hurt, man. They're like, you need to do something. Other people, shut up. You don't need to do nothing. Get out of here. You can go die. He gotta have to solve the problem. Like but he's never going. Like once your son is realized to be a massive terrorist, I think that's it, dog. I think that's kind of it.
Yeah,
There's no coming back.
I see where they're coming from. That's why he can't even. He didn't even really argue with him. He just kind of like walked off.
He lost. I mean, he's the hero as we know as Endeavor is no more. He got to be to whatever his name is, Enzo Todoroki. Got to just do the right thing. But Endeavor might need to still just hang it up once this is solved, or die. I don't know.
Well, guys,
Coop don't mind him dying, boy. Coop.
He got to go out on that shield.
I said
man.
that. I said that's probably the way he got to go. He got to fall on his sword to make it right.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go in and close with this. I'm gonna go and now I'll get some final thoughts from Ninja real quick. Even though I know Ninja, you know what I'm saying, she ain't, up on the manga, this far, but I think we might lose Endeavor and All Might. I just got a feeling. I feel like both of them.
I can see that.
Both of them gonna get lost, and the loss of both of them is gonna be the rise of Deku and Shoto. I think at that point, Shoto gonna be like, "Oh, you killed my daddy." You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody kill my daddy but me. No.
Well, yes.
But I think that's what we gonna get. I think we're gonna get a situation where he like, yo, hold up, what? Hold up, my dad dead? Oh no, we ain't playing that. Oh, we ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing that mess. And so that's where I think we at. But with that said, you know what I'm saying? We thank everybody for rolling through. I'm gonna throw it over to the Kunoichi herself. You know what I'm saying? She out there doing big things, going to conventions. You know what I'm saying? Throwing all kinds of ninja stars and hiding in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? I give it over to her so she can let you know not only where you can find her, but I don't know, maybe some final thoughts too. Final thoughts, and where can they find you? You know what I'm saying? Because they want to know.
Sure thing. So, final thoughts. Basically, just response to what you just said with All Might and Endeavor. I do think we'll lose Endeavor as well. I think it's going to be later rather than sooner. I don't think it's going to be right away. Because as great as like Hawks and some of the other top 10 heroes are, like they wouldn't be able to fill the shoes right away. Yet, I think that it's going to be like Naruto. There's going to be a gap before Deku, Todoroki, Bakugo, whoever, like kind of ascends into the ranks. Because these kids are still in school, regardless of what greatness they're doing. They can't just go up and just rise and start being pro heroes and do all the things. So I think we'll lose Endeavor, and I think we'll lose him. I think he's going to die.
Word.
Because they didn't kill All Might exactly, they just took him out the game, and so I don't think it'll be the same circumstance. And I think with all the atoning and stuff done, I don't think Endeavor can fully express, what's the word I'm trying to say? He can't fully forgive himself, regardless of what great things he does and stuff. But like, I think that that's just always gonna be a chip. So the ultimate sacrifice, however it goes down, I think he'll fight die in battle. I think it'll be later rather than sooner. And then I don't know what will happen after that, but there'll be some shift as far as the top heroes go. But it won't be Deku and them yet. It can't be. It's too much of a gap. It'll be kind of like how we saw in Naruto. You have like, that Kakashi does it for a while, or whatever. Maybe there's a time skip or something. But there's gonna be something that happens in that gap.
Genis and Hawks. It's time for them to get about
they are
15 episodes in. You know what I'm saying?
Something or another. So there'll be some
Genis and
type
Hawks
of shift.
is what I'm talking about.
For sure.
Yeah.
The new series. They're coming to HBO Max. No,
the Taylor and the Hawk.
Basically. I mean, they've done spin-offs before, so it wouldn't be too strange. So keep your hopes up, I guess.
Yes.
But that's just where I'm at on that. Other than that, I am a little weary on the whole Avatar-esque storyline with these predecessors. I'm a little tired of it, because I feel like, first of all, it's cool because they're like you would think it would be like Avatar, right? Where like when he needs to tap into them and talk, they can. Now these people are in his ear like comms. Like, like, hey, do this, hey, do that. And I was like, hold up, man. I don't know. He's got literally like special ops in his head all the time. I don't know. I think it's a little too much. So I don't want this to be always a thing.
Can you imagine? You just chill living, and then the fourth one of them just pop. Hey, just pop up in my.
I mean, one of them punched him in the stomach, so it's like that was aggressive. Like, what is he? What happens when he's going and he's using the toilet? Do they give him the room?
Hey.
So I do think it's a bit much if it's going to be just a continual thing rather than like, oh, my back's against the wall, let me do. Like, I feel like it always, like, I see pros and cons to it, but also I know that it's going to also be similar like with Avatar, where they're all saying, hey, you might have to put this dude down, and Deku in the last moment is going to figure out something. He's not going to do it. They don't have the gonads to have him do it. He's going to not kill this.
Wow. Not the gonads though.
Woo. I don't think that they will. I would like for them to do it. That would make it different. But I don't think that they will. They're going to figure out some type of way to extract it or memory wipe or do something. But all his predecessors with all this knowledge and stuff saying, hey, you're going to have to put him down. I was like, hey, you got to put him down. You're getting serious to put him down. If he don't put him down, it reminds me of Aang. And that was one of the things I didn't like about Aang.
Aang got on my nerves because he was like, I can't bring myself to do it. And then
I gotta figure out another way.
Because Korra would learn a lesson and then learn a lesson by the end of the season and forget that lesson at the beginning of the season.
I want y'all to leave my little nephew Aang alone, man.
Ever said he didn't. So I see something like that happening too, which is just annoying me because that just would prove the further protagonist overtelling of that, like, when you're different, you're the one that can figure out how to not do it that way because you're blah blah blah. It's like, nah, man, just kill this dude. You know how many people he killed? Like, My Hero has been so realistically grounded. Like, I kind of need that to happen too. Like, just like, no, some people just, they die.
Yeah, they gotta go.
Die when you're dead, man. Yeah.
Listen to Grandpa Jet.
Yo, Grandpa Jet was like, look, gotta go. He gave him that
Jet
scar.
says murder that man.
He gave him that scarf. He was like, "Look, gotta kill him."
He like, look, I'm trying to tell you how to save him. Now listen to me.
He says it's so
Sometimes
sweet.
you gotta kill him to save him.
He's like, "This how you save him." He like, I. He like takes out a piece of paper. He's like, I snap his neck.
Period.
Cut off his water.
Yo, man. But
So
anyway,
it just ties in. It ties into everything we talked about, like protagonists and all this stuff in My Hero and all that. I'm like, all this lumps into my final thought of like, this is why I can't completely vibe with protagonists all the time, because they got to do some holier than thou mess at some point. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. Even though right now it feels like he's training to prepare to kill this guy, I don't think he's going to kill this guy. I just don't. But I want him to, but I don't think he will. So that being said, I'm Ninja Sama Cosplay. I am at the Ninja Cosplay on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever fine books are sold. Black Planet, all the things. MySpace, not really. Just the first three I said. Thanks for having me.
Oh boy, Mark Dub, take it away.
Okay, like I said, I'm a test drive this thing. I like where it's going. I like that he dresses like a rapper from the 90s. Like, he dresses like DOS Effects. Like,
yo, shouts out to DOS Effects.
Straight from the sewers.
Son look like he's straight from the sewers. I do feel like, even though he's like real powerful, like he's gonna be trying to figure out the peaceful way. Like Tanjiro, stop imitating Tanjiro and put the things down, man. No, actually Tanjiro put him down. He just sent him to heaven with a smile. Imitate Tanjiro.
Murder
Put
that
him
man.
down.
Put him down gently.
I'm Mark Dub 44 on the Twitter. I'm on there more and more, y'all. I'm interacting with my people. I'm Mark Dub on IG. Look for the cute one and then pick the one underneath. And I'm Mark Wallace in the streets. I'm Mark Wallace in real life.
All right, Coop. You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know what I'm saying? You the other half of the dynamic duo. Tell them where they can find you.
So they can find me at www.blerdish.com. That's www.blerd-ish.com. Sale coming up this week. You will find me in Jackson, March 10th through the 12th at Mississippi Anime Con. Other places in April coming up. Other quick thoughts, of course. I love where My Hero is going. Just want to do one quick thing. One shout out to A Slice of Life that just ended. I'll do this real quick. Shout out to all my Agresco fans. I binged the hell out of Agresco season 5 this weekend. I love it. I'm gonna miss it if this is the end. I never thought a little cutesy red panda could be such a damn witty, satirically biting, but good, well-written show. And I love all the characters.
I ain't watching that mess.
I know you ain't watching it.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real. I watched the first episode like a long time ago when it first came out and thought it was funny. I just never kept up with it.
I don't miss it.
So actually, I'm not gonna clown it. I actually watched the first episode, thought it was funny.
Man.
I just never kept up with it.
I've sold Agresco comics on table. I've sold the action figures, the little figures. People like it. I try to always keep a Agresco figure. I personally want a Mr. Ton figure. I never thought Mr. Ton was going to mount to something. He turns out to be like a surrogate dad for her. Go figure. Probably some creepy stuff that wouldn't go. I ain't gonna say he's creepy, but it's definitely stuff that maybe that wouldn't happen in America per se, or you think wouldn't happen in America, but you'll be surprised. Because we spend a lot of our time at work, unfortunately. So you might as well enjoy the people you work by or something, because you got to be around them, unfortunately. But a lot of work, like if you like workplace comedy stuff, a little bit of rom-com, and people be hating on Haida. They need to quit. Haida's a good dude. Just kind of a dummy, but cool. But find me there, blerd.ish on IG. Keith Cooper on Facebook. We have the Blerdish page on Facebook as well too. And that's about it.
All right, that's what's up. NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. We are out until the next protagonist, the next antagonist. Until the next time you see either a bullet, a Zanpakuto, or maybe a tentacle. Peace.